Okay, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's well. Happy Thursday. Thanks so much for joining us. We've been talking about this idea of the means and the ends. This all comes down to habits, by the way. Just letting you all know. Like, this is why habits drop. This is the real stuff. I think, right? Like, they don't just drop for nothing. We don't just go from wanting to become something and then not becoming it. Like, there's reasons for it, and this is one of the reasons. Is that there's some of these misconceptions that linger in our minds that go unchecked because we can't see them. A lot of what we do here on the Boost, for those that are joining us, thank you. For those that have been with us, thank you. But just to understand what we're trying to do here. Like, a lot of what we're doing every day, and this is why, I was talking to someone recently and they said to me, like, what's your goal for the Boost? And I said, every day. For God's help. Like, now I know it's 4 days a week, but like, every day. Like, it's not a here is a great idea thing. It's not a, let me introduce you to someone thing. This is every day. This is what we do. We think with God's help together. We take things that are in our minds every day, or a lot of times, and we just bring them out and we articulate them. You see, because we already have the power. Sometimes what we're missing really is that it's in our blind spot, right? A lot of times the reason why we're not more successful isn't because we don't know how to do something. It's because we don't know. We don't see it. We don't see it. I was somewhere recently, and I got called out. It's hard to get called out in public. It's not really public. It was just a few people in a room, but still. I was questioning why something wasn't done. And the person said, it's because you're not on top of it enough. And he was right. I didn't even see it. Like, I didn't understand that I needed to be on top of this thing. And when he said it, it hit me that this thing that I thought was being taken care of without my involvement wasn't. It was in my blind spot. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that I needed to be on top of this thing. And what this person did at the meeting was call me out. Now, it looked like he was offending me, and maybe I was a little embarrassed, but it helped me a lot because it gave me an insight that there was something that I really did not know I needed to be involved in. It was in my blind spot. There's a lot of things in our minds that's just in our blind spot. We don't really know. We don't really know why we go down a road and then just drop it. We don't really know why, the people that we love don't do the things that we do. We don't really know why we can't close on our dreams. We don't really know why the tires are spinning, but they don't really feel like they're hitting the ground. We feel it, but we don't know why. And there is no one-size-fits-all answer. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of stuff that we have in our minds that when we talk these things through and we pull them out and just look at them together for a few minutes, just look at them, that looking helps us see, oh, that's why. And if we could just look at it in a non-judgmental way, not, oh, that's why I'm not enough. No, just that's why. You'll be surprised how insightful and how resilient we can be to the answer. Like, if we could just sort of like, just in our own ways, if this applies to you even, like, just sort of like admit, like, oh yeah, I'm a little results oriented. And so I'm always looking to the end and I devalue the middle. And so when the middle gets hard, my brain starts toggling the end. And then once I drop the goal, I'm out. That's why. That's why I can't stick with my goals. It's not because I don't have the strength. It's not because I don't have the time. It's not because I have all that stuff. I say it's that reason, but it's not. It's because I don't really value the activity itself. I don't value the means. I only value the ends. And as soon as my life gets too complicated, or I get too emotional, or things get too busy, or whatever, my ends start to change, and so I drop everything in between. That's okay. Just looking at that allows us to, the next time we do something and then drop it, say, don't tell me, you tell yourself that it's because I'm busy. You're not busy. You could have found 30 minutes. It's because it's not valuable anymore, and I set it up wrong. But if I would have just, when I did something, started to increase even my own mind the value of the thing that I was doing, right? If I was exercising or studying or reading or working or talking to my loved, whatever, if during the time that I was doing the action anyways, I was trying to find the value in the action itself and inflating the value of my own mind and looking for ways to get better, when I was done with the action, as opposed to letting my mind go, did I get the benefit yet? Moving my mind to a place where I ask, did I get better at this yet? When I'm about to do the action, as opposed to having my brain get to, I hope it works, to, I hope I can do this well. Right? If I continuously think the goal of the action is the action. Remember the Hebrew expression, mitzvah gereres mitzvah. If I can continuously say, the means is the way. It's the means. That's where life is. That's what I am given in this world to control. I haven't been given the results, because if I can control results, I'd be a different human being. I wouldn't be a human being. Only God controls results. The actions would get more valuable to me, and I'd appreciate what I'm doing more, and I'd enjoy it more, and I'd get better at it, and I'd keep it going. And then, if the goal isn't achieved at my timeline, or if the goal changes, it's fine, because I was able to use the goal to appreciate the action and not use the action to get to the goal, right? That's the switch. That, you know, you're reaching it when that happens in your mind, right? Right now, for most of us, the means goes to the ends. I work for money. I study for grades, right? I parent to create healthy, well-adjusted children. Whatever. I do something for something. There's a lot of things I do for nothing, right? That's just my get up, go to the bathroom, go to work, whatever. But I'm saying when I make a deliberate decision to do something, it's for something, right? And we began this journey that we've been on for the better of the month on resolutions. Resolutions are, I feel something, so now I'm going to choose to do something to get the thing that I want. I feel like I'm not enough in this area. I feel like I want this, right? That's what a resolution is. You're driving action towards your goal. But what if you switched it? Let me just explore this with you for a few minutes before the weekend. What if it were the opposite? What if the reason why we have a goal is only to get to the action? Right? What if we don't, let's use the religious example for a second. What if we don't pray to satisfy our needs? What if we have needs in order to get us to pray? Right? What if I don't have needs in this world so that I could fulfill them and win at some competition? My desire to win and fulfill needs is only so that I could have needs and connect to people along the way. Right? If I were born independent, I never would have met all these people. Right? I never would have connected with these people, because I can only do really one or two things well in life. I have no choice but to partner with everybody around me. So what if my deficiencies aren't the things I'm trying to solve against? My deficiencies are actually my pathways to the real life that I'm trying to get? Right? What if the means was the way and the goal was only creating a desire to do the action? So when I see that thing that I want, what if the thing that I really want, the goal, the only reason why it's there is so that I can be inspired to wake up in the morning and do something different? And when I start doing that thing different, as it gets closer to getting to the goal becomes irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you see me or not, right? If I let's just use an example. If I look around and feel that I am inadequate because I'm not healthy enough, let's say, and everyone around me is an athlete, so I'm working for a trophy. I'm working to win the championships. I'm working to get everyone to like me. What if that feeling, that goal, made me create structure in my life and take my health seriously and eat healthy? And so as I get closer and closer to the goal, by seeing the goal really just got me to do the action, I'm having more of an enjoyment doing the action every day, that the goal becomes less relevant. So what, I win or lose? I've changed along the way. So what if he listens to me or she listens to me? I've changed as a human being along the way. So what if I get answered whenever I want to get answered? I'm a more sensitive person now. I realize that God runs the... I realize that I've changed. What if the goals that we have are only there to provide the impetus, inspiration, motivation, energy in order for us to do the things that we need to do no matter what, that we never would have done but for the goals? Which means that the needs that we have really are not meant to be fulfilled. They're meant to stimulate us to act in a way that we're supposed to act. Think about that. Think about that concept. The reverse. Means don't lead to the ends. It's the ends that stimulate us to engage in the means. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. With God's help, I can't wait to see you next week.
Living on a lifeline, the world doesn't ever seem to change. Looking for the sunshine, but you're caught up in the rain. It's like your eyes are wide open, but you cannot see. You're watching life pass you by like 1, 2, 3. Walking in destruction, the winds of life blur your vision. All the devastation forever feels like you're on the run. It's time. No one else can set you free. You're locked inside, and only you have got the key.